Hello, our SeptaSOAREous.
I'm Septa.
I'm Soar. And this is us.
SeptaSOAREous.
Rex. And today, we bring to you, we are Bulletproof Part 2. We just recently did the first episode of Rise of Bangtan, and they kept playing clips from the video in that. So we decided, why not check it out since we're not familiar with their catalog that well yet. Maybe as we go through the episodes, we will go through some of, whatever songs they're showing off.
Yeah, if they feature one and we hear snippets of it, we figured we might as well enjoy the full product. We thought that we'd have fun with you guys.
She was going ham there for a second. Did you hear her?
Yeah. So, since we already got to hear a little bit of it, we thought it would be fun to experience the full product with you guys.
Remember, if you guys want an uncut, uninterrupted version, that'll be on our Patreon. And if you somehow haven't listened to the song or viewed the video yet, there'll be a link in the description for it.
Yes, we are anticipating that you have all already heard and viewed this, but just by the chance that you haven't, or if you just honestly want to go watch it again because you love it, link will be there.
Exactly. But before we get into it,
you know what you gotta do. Like the video, drop some comments, tell us if you have heard this song before or not, and if you're excited to watch it with us. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when we release a new video.
Before we watch the video, we know that there's no subtitles for this, but we will be checking those out and making sure we know what the song's about. Don't worry, guys. Everything's going to be fine, I promise.
It's true.
MTV, what the?
Okay, so right off the bat, they have a definitive color scheme.
Yeah.
We've got the white, black, and gold.
Yeah. And it looks like they kind of like mess with the saturation a little bit to make it stand out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
It is. And also, I like the lighting choice here because it's mainly backlit with some front lighting. And it's making a really cool reflection on the floor.
I was noticing that too.
We are bulletproof.
Like the shoulder pads.
They layer their stuff really nicely. Whoever produced it, I know that like Suga and RM did some producing, and I know they also have a producer. So I'm not really positive who did this track, but they have like the bubbly like synthesizer going on with like a siren going on, and then you have like that really low like just bass going on, and then you also have like some backing that he's doing while he's doing his normal parts, but none of it is overwhelming, which is really impressive because especially with so many instruments, it is possible that it would be just a little bit too much, but I'm not getting that at all. It's just all really, really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty evenly spread through the soundscape, so you can still focus on the main vocals at the time.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, you're right. They did a really freaking good job.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Everywhere I go, everything I do, 나 보여줄게 칼을 갈아왔던 만큼 날 무시하던 많은 사람들이젠 oh 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 we shout it out. 나같이 해봤다면 돌을 던져. We go hard, 우린 copy 없어. Click click bang bang. We
one thing that they do really well too is build their choruses really nicely. So they have like it's like maybe like an 8-bar chorus. So you have like the first cycle through, and they'll have it'll be like a more stripped down version, and then in the second cycle they'll start bringing in other things. Like in this one, you have the backing vocals that come in, and it's just super nice because, of course, it really brings like the climax of the song nicely, so that when you finally get like to the verse after that, it's like you get that release from the song that you're always trying to create when you create a song.
Yeah.
You know, it's super nice.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job. And then they were really smart also with how they wrote their chorus, because they kept it simple and just really catchy. They didn't overwrite, which I personally have a tendency to do because I have a lot to say. But sometimes less is more. And it just made it really catchy.
Yeah. Well, and even though, you know, they didn't say much in the chorus, it still says everything that they're trying to say, you know, which I think adds to your claim that they wrote it really smart, because it's just, you know, like you're saying, if you have too many words, then it's hard to create that catchy hook for people to like latch on to, or there'll be too many words and they won't remember all the words, so they can't latch onto that. Or with the too many words, it's hard to build a melody with it, a good like flow for it, a good rhythm lyrically. It's hard if you have too many, and also it can be lame if you have too little. So they definitely hit that like perfect in between for this one.
Yeah, they got that sweet spot.
Yeah.
긴장했다 끝판대자 We are bulletproof We are bulletproof Bulletproof 아직 아무것도 없지 Still young sick and rapper man Yeah I don't know there's nothing Go me though 하지만 이제 필요 없어졌지 넌 아직도 아마추어 난 메이저 두그럽게 섞여 Rap monster 말처럼 그물같이 무슨 비트는 간에 나 싹 집어삼켜 진실한 이름값 얘들아 이리와 이리와 하나 아이돌의 반전 하하 힙 무신분이 형들은 불가능하다 해지 boy 똑똑히 봐요를 다섯 번에 맞춰 치고 안 passable 다 이제 되니 boy Everywhere I go everything I do 나 보여줄게 칼을 갈아왔던 만큼 날 무시하던 많은 사람들 이젠 oh 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 We shout it out 나만치 해봤다
Okay. We have to talk about those O's. I don't like them that much, if I'm being honest. They're just a little bit, I feel like they're out of place. You know, I don't feel like that they really add value to the song. If you cut out those O's and then took the song and slapped it back together, I feel like it would feel exactly the same, or maybe more powerful. I just feel like it just kind of stalls things out, and it kind of brings me out of
the
experience. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like they were trying to use it as like a transition.
Yeah, going from the verse into the chorus, and that makes sense. You know, a lot of times people will do it that way, but I don't know, maybe if they just did it differently.
Yeah, I think if they had used an instrument to do it, or even if they had just changed the way they did it vocally and did more slides in it, I think it would have made it more natural feeling and it would have flowed better into it, because they did the oh, 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 oh.
Yeah.
And it could have been like a oh, 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 oh.
Yeah.
like more of like a flow. If they connected more of the notes, I think it would have like gone better
Yeah.
into it.
Well, and it sounds like they're trying to get some like grit on their voice right there too.
Mm-hmm.
So it
was
it's-
probably just a stylistic choice.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a stylistic choice, and like they're trying to just bring some attitude into it.
Yeah, more of like a pointed kind of. Oh.
Which I mean, I respect that. I personally would do it differently, and when I listen to it, I kind of just like, all right, just skip this part and take me to the chorus because I don't really like that much. And not dogging on them, obviously. I'm just analyzing the song.
Just one
That's
of those
all.
things. Yeah. Now I kind of have like a more slurred version of it stuck in my head. Oh.
하면 돌을 던져 We go hard 우린 겁이 없어 Click click bang bang We just sing it like Click click bang bang We just sing it like 나같이 해봤다면 돌을 던져 We go hard 우린 겁이 없어 Click click bang bang We just sing it like Click click bang bang We just sing it like 이리 내놔 긴장했다 끝판대자 We are bulletproof We are bulletproof
Good transitions there.
Bulletproof Bulletproof
So cool.
Bulletproof Bulletproof Bulletproof
They did a really good job. I can't believe
Yeah.
that was their debut.
I know they killed it. It's cool because it definitely shows that since day one they've had the attitude for it.
Yeah.
You know, you could see it on them. They even if they weren't feeling it, which I'm not saying they weren't, but even if they weren't feeling confident, they definitely looked confident. It looked like they were very just, you know, they looked bulletproof, I guess is the best way I could actually say it is.
Yes, they
They
embodied
portrayed
and
themselves-
personified the message.
Yeah, exactly like they needed to. And yeah, watching it, it's not, I didn't doubt it at all. I'm like, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like you guys look like badasses, and you're here to f it up.
But like for real though. I really enjoyed the dancing, all that choreography. It so paid off. And you can just tell how much work they put in. And it helps that we got to see like a sneak peek. So I think it actually makes me appreciate it more.
Going into the video, if we had just watched it, I mean, just normally, of course, we'd been like, that was dope. That was super cool. But being able to see some of the behind the scenes and hear them talk about how exhausted they were, and they were worried about each other and how exhausted each other were. And now going in and watching it, I definitely have like a whole new respect for them. Like I know how hard they worked for that, and it looks amazing. It paid off. They did such a good job.
They did fantastic because you can nail all those dance moves after enough practice, but then they all had to practice together consistently so they could make the modifications so that they could all match up perfectly. And they did amazing. And then like the dance focus there at the end. I loved it.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of at least the choreography.
Yeah.
Especially when he threw the hat.
Yes.
Caught it.
The hat trick.
It's like the most sick thing I've ever seen in my life.
I loved the hat tricks.
It was awesome. And I remember watching it in Rise of Bangtan when it showed that clip, and I just like wanted to lose my mind.
You're
So I was
like,
like, that was awesome. It's definitely my favorite part. And then all the rest of the choreography, like including the hat and everything, and yeah, I thought that was really cool. Plus, the like stepping that they were doing, they did it really well too. Looked like there was like a lot of weight behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then all of them did it in sync perfectly, and it looked really sick.
Yeah,
I liked it.
They did really well with like the micro muscle movements to get the effect.
It looked super cool.
They did fantastic. And then I loved all of the video effects on that as well, where they would change their clothes with each step.
Yes, yeah, all the transitioning and stuff.
Yes, I thought they did a really good job with that.
And that seems to be like a reoccurring thing, because when I was editing Black Swan, those are like, it was like the next time that I watched the video, basically, we did the reaction to it, and we hadn't revisited it yet. And then I was editing it, and I was noticing all these like transitions that they would do, like coming out of a move that they were doing, or like something like that. Or they would do like, they would look down, and then also when they looked up, it'd be like change clothes and stuff. It was really cool. And in Fake Love, I also noticed that they did a lot of that stuff, and it was just really, really cool. So it seems like it was from day one, and that's really interesting that they put that much thought into their debut, you know?
Yeah.
Not all artists do, but clearly since day one, they've been very serious about their craft, and I respect that a lot. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it makes me think of just how tiring filming music videos can be.
Yes.
In general, because you do the same song and perform it over and over and over again. It's on a loop, and you just keep going. And they had to do wardrobe changes and then keep going again and again and again, and do it all perfectly each time in the different outfits so that they could do those kinds of cuts.
Exactly.
So that's even more of a testament to their insanely hard work. So yes, overall, I really like the song, and it makes me think of stuff that I listened to in like junior high.
Yeah, they definitely did. I know this was like 10 years ago, but they definitely did a good job at taking it to like the roots of hip hop and rap, and then putting their own like modern twist on it.
Yeah, they put like their own like flair on it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I liked it quite a bit. I didn't think I was going to like it that much, I'm not going to lie. Just because I don't really like older hip hop or rap or anything like that. It's just not what I enjoy that much. But I really like this song. All of the rapping and everything on it was on point. Sounded really cool.
Yeah, I thought all of the flows in the rapping were on point. And I'm glad that we read the lyrics ahead of time so that we already knew what they would be saying when it got to that.
Yes. Yeah.
And also, I loved the video game reference.
Yeah. Yeah. The final boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do too. I definitely respect that. Overall, I really liked it. The only parts I didn't like was the O's.
Yeah.
But like I could look past it. It's kind of whatever. It's, not a big deal. Just because there's one thing that I don't necessarily like doesn't mean I'm not gonna listen to it. I said that about Black Swan too. Was the na 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 and
na, na, na.
Yeah, and here I am listening to it like every single morning going to work. And you think I care about that now? Absolutely not. I just sing along to it. So it'll probably grow on me. I know I'm gonna bump it because it's got some bump and bass, and sometimes I just love me some bassy voice. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I love it.
It makes sense because bass is awesome, and
it is.
You are also very talented with a bass.
Thank you.
You like to write really cool bass lines.
Bass is important
for our stuff. Yeah,
it's important.
You like to give it like a little flair, so it makes sense that you like to listen to what they did with the bass too.
Yeah, I definitely do. So I liked it a lot. I'm definitely gonna be listening to it without doubt.
Lyrically, I think it was perfect for their debut, especially since they did have like the snafu with the other rappers coming at them. So I enjoyed that they were like, keep insulting us. It doesn't matter because we're bulletproof.
Say what you want. It doesn't matter. Look where you are. Look where I am. Look how good I am. Look how good you're not.
I like the references to how hard they're working as well.
I know. I liked how they referenced their hard work too. And yeah, geez, that's not a lie. That's for sure. They were working very hard.
They put lots of time and effort into it.
There were a few things in the song that I would normally just be annoyed by. I don't like sirens in songs that much.
It always terrifies me when I'm driving in my car and a song with a siren comes on, because I immediately think maybe I was going a little too fast, or maybe there's an ambulance around me or something. And I start immediately checking all of my mirrors. Literally any siren. And I'm like, what? Who's coming for me? I hear sirens and, like I said, immediately I think police, and then I think ambulance, and then I'm like, tornado? Flood? Tornado?
But they mixed it into the song well enough that it doesn't bother me at all. I don't care. They did it as like a flare at the beginning where you could hear it a little bit better. That's fine. They didn't overuse it, so I'm cool with it. Another thing that they use in it that I don't like is, when they said bang, they had a gun go off. I understand that it's genre based and everything. I totally get it, and
genre based, and I think in this one, obviously,
it makes sense.
Yeah,
they applied it well to their song though. I don't like that in songs because a lot of times it's just completely pointless. In this one, it makes a lot of sense. And again, they produced it in a way where it's not too stand out. It's not in your face. It's not the point of the song. It's just there when they say it as like a little bit of an accent, which makes it completely fine to me.
But to circle back to what you had said while we were watching it, they did a really good job of the production with all of those different layers and things going on and keeping it very balanced.
They did a great job. And I think that's why it's like the sirens and like the gun doesn't really bother me, because they mixed it all very, very well. And the entire time it was the focus was on their vocals, which is how I feel like it should be. We kind of talked about how it looks, they had the attitude for the lyrical content, and especially for their debut.
Yeah. And
it seems like the choreography was mainly to represent that. I didn't see any it wasn't too flashy. It was more of a display of
confidence.
Exactly. They're just basically coming out expressing just how serious they were and everything. So it wasn't like a super intricate dance or anything like that, but it was definitely effective.
Yeah, until the end, it was definitely a bit more complicated.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially with the bend back onto the ground.
Yeah.
For him to flip over.
That was really cool.
Yeah, and if you mess that up, some people are getting hurt. Even doing it right, though, he still got hurt. He hurt his legs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He was saying that he did it so many times that he started scraping him up or making him bleed. Yeah. And it makes sense considering they probably did those shots a million times for who knows how long.
Yeah.
So
no, that had to be exhausting, but it's definitely worth it.
And I feel like the fact that they did that at the end was a really nice way to just wrap everything up. It was kind of like
I think so too.
Because the song, the chorus and everything were the climaxes, but then at the end it was the choreography that finally climaxed as like a big old middle finger kind of to everybody, and
exactly.
then and then it kind of ended. So I felt like it was a great way for it to wrap up.
And it just makes me think back to what RM said in his his little video diary, where he said dancing is cool. Rapping
is cooler.
Yeah. Because when I was looking at the choreography as a whole, I just thought that it looked cool, and they looked cool.
Yeah, they
looked
looked
the vibe
cool.
I got, which is perfect for Too Cool for School,
Exactly. Yes.
I'm definitely going to listen to it and shamefully dance to it and shake my booty.
Well, I'm gonna dance to it unshamefully. Get those body rolls.
I'm gonna be excited. Okay. I will unashamedly dance with you.
Yes, good idea.
Yes.
Why would you shamefully dance? What's there to be ashamed of?
I just meant that I should be ashamed of myself for dancing the way I'm gonna dance because I'm a mom.
No, that's fine. No. It'll be fine. I highly encourage you to do this.
I appreciate your encouragement.
Oh yeah. So, man, I'm really happy that we finally listened to another BTS song.
Yes, and it's their debut song.
Yeah, and it's insanely good. They've obviously just been good since the start.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I was really scared that I wasn't gonna like it because I knew that it was super like hip hop and rap focused.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it, but I still loved it.
I did too.
And it's catchy.
It is. It's super catchy. Yeah. I'm gonna bump that hard.
It means we can add another one to the playlist.
We're going to. So yeah, thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes, thank you so much for being here with us while we experienced their debut song because it was amazing.
It was.
And you guys have definitely been wanting us to delve more into the discography. We've just been trying to sprinkle it all in together with some of our more talkative videos because we like having conversations with you guys about everything.
Yeah. We'll probably do chapter 2 of Rise of Bangtan
Yeah.
next time. That's for what we'll do. And we'll, if there's a song in that or something that we haven't heard, we'll probably bounce over to that after that. And kind of we had fun doing it this way where we kind of heard the background story of this song and saw them kind of work towards it, and then we watched this. We kind of like that, so we might be doing that more often. And if we get more time, we're not sure, but we want to start going through Proof.
We want to start at the beginning.
We want to start at the
way
beginning.
through it.
Yep, and then go all the way through. I don't know when that's going to start, but we do plan on doing that. Thanks again, guys.
Yes.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you. And don't forget to tell us down below how much you like this song. Is it one of your favorites? We want to know. Make sure that you like. And if you haven't, subscribe. So you'll see us next time when we watch chapter 2 of Rise of Bangtan.
We love you. Stay safe. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye. Oh, I thought you were talking about we invited someone into our house to introduce to BTS.
No,
Ah, okay.
we don't do
That's
that.
what I was talking about.
We don't talk to people.
No, absolutely not. Stranger danger.
We only talk to people on the internet.
We don't talk to anybody in real life, just thousands of people on the internet. Don't worry about it.